Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to some more Minecraft Survival here in my single player world, where last episode we spent some time over by the starter house here and fully transformed this entire area. I would get up and show you from a bird's eye view, but I just ran out of rockets. So yeah, last episode we fully transformed this place. We planted down some custom trees and messed them about a little bit. I showed you guys how to build these. Onyx is spinning away over in his pen there. He doesn't get a whole lot of attention. I should maybe take him out today at some point or another. It's been a while since he's been able to stretch those horsey legs, but we added in some pathways, a couple of little bits of scenery, and generally just prettied this area up a whole bunch. And yeah, thank you guys for the wonderful comments last episode. As always, I massively appreciate it. But today we are once again going to be heading back over to the custom village. We haven't been here in a couple of episodes, so yeah, that'll be exciting to do some more work over here. I've got a couple of houses planned, but we're also going to be building a long overdue farm. The farm in question that we are going to be building today is in fact an iron farm. This right here is all of the iron that I have to my name. Not a lot, right? And I've been really running out recently and just finding myself needing to go mining or getting it from piglin bartering. Pretty much I've been scavenging for iron through the past few number of episodes. So yeah, I've been meaning to do this for a little while now, and I think today is the day where I finally get my butt in gear and actually build it. And I don't really know why it's taken me so long to actually decide to build it, because iron farms are super duper easy to build nowadays. This one that we're going to be building today is probably going to take me about 15 minutes to construct, and then obviously move the villagers on in afterwards. So yeah, this is actually quite a simple task and something I should have done a long time ago. I could probably make an entire episode just going around my world here and doing things that take next to no time at all, and it would end up being like hours long. There's many small tasks that I just put off over and over again. But anyway, the first thing we actually have to do before we start constructing this thing is find the location to build it in. Now, we obviously can't do it around our village, as that's kind of what iron farms revolve around, villages and villagers. So we need to stay far away from this thing and basically anything that I want to look nice, because I believe with this iron farm you can't really cover it up. It's gonna look ugly no matter what we do with it. So I'm actually going to fly on over to where we have our Guardian farm, the place where I do a lot of my live streams. And yeah, we're going to build it someplace out of sight, but nearby that location. And here it is, the Guardian farm. So this is a small update for you guys. If you don't manage to catch the streams, we've been doing some more work over here recently. We've expanded the shape. As you can see, we now have 4 extra things on all of the sides. One of which is actually a sugarcane farm we recently built. Gonna make this one bamboo, kelp, and then cactus. But yeah, that's something I do on the live streams. If you want to check it out, Twitch link in the description. Always self-promoting that thing. But anyway, I don't want this iron farm on show, as I said, so I'm thinking we just go off to one of the little islands over here. And this one is already quite ugly. I remember for some reason or another, I had to take away all of the sand because I needed some glass. So yeah, this island is already kind of scarred. I don't think it would hurt if we just built an ugly iron farm on top of it. Turns out this farm has to be built 20 blocks in the air, so location of what's below it doesn't actually matter all that much. I may even just get rid of the island entirely, or at least try and pretty it up just a bit. But yeah, this farm, we're just building the main structure to begin with, and we'll move over the villagers and the zombies afterwards. But as you may have guessed, as always with a farm that is somewhat complicated, it's not my design. This is one from Wattles. I've used his tutorials a couple of times before in the past. The Guardian farm, for example, is actually one of his, so his iron farm tutorial for this one right here is going to be down in the description for you guys to check out. It is dead simple, super easy, took me like 15 minutes to make, so go check it out if you're looking for a simple iron farm. Having said that, this is only the structure. We've now got to do the difficult thing of moving the villagers and the zombies in position. Well, hello there, friend. Nice of you to pay me a visit. Would you work going up there in a villager spot? Probably not, because you're not technically a villager, even though I see that nose, it definitely is. Oh, by the way, I got Optifine and Replay mod working, so that's great. I have my zoom key back again. So, yes, now we have this main thing actually up and running. In fact, it's not up and running. It's built. We need to now get it up and running by having one villager here, another one here, a third one here, and then a zombie right in the center. So I think, first of all, it's probably easier if we get the villagers, because I got a feeling they're gonna try and leg it if I'm moving a zombie in place. So yeah, let's get the villagers first of all. Thankfully, we have built this farm right beside an ocean, so we are going to be utilizing that and transporting the villagers via a boat. But before we do that, we of course need to go and find ourselves a village. So let's set flight here and actually head off about 1,700 blocks in this direction. As you can see, my coordinates up here say roughly minus 1,000. I need to get to 2,700, minus, of course, that is. So, yeah, thankfully, I found a village right beside an ocean. In theory, I hop a villager inside of a boat, sail them all the way on over to the iron farm, and then just push them in place with a minecart or something like that. It should be simple, but we are working with villagers here, so you never really know for certain. En route to the village, as you can see, there is a mushroom island, which has an awfully bright and vibrant green mushroom growing out of it over here. I'm not sure how this oak tree managed to spawn in, but regardless, looks pretty cool, I think. Somewhat of a short flight later, and we have made it over to the village, as you can see. Once again, another tiger one. A lot of you said this was also your favorite village when I asked you this last time, but yeah, thankfully there's a few villagers around here already, and we are now ready to put one of them in a boat. You're going to be the first victim. I'm very sorry. So if I just fly up here very quickly, you can see it's super short distance. We just got to get them over to the water, and then it should be plain sailing. Hopefully nothing kills us on the way. Oh, Mr. Villager, are you ready for an eternal life trapped inside of that box up there? I sure hope you are. You look very excited. So now we brought this guy over, which didn't take too long at all, really. We can break him on out of the boat and hope he doesn't do a runner. He shouldn't, because he's got nothing really to run towards. There's no village nearby yet, that is anyway. There will be once we actually get the zombie and all the villagers up. But yeah, if we push him in the boat, give him a little bit of a nudge this way, he should ride the rail all the way up to the very top. I'm going to have to fly, but yep, he's made it up there. So if we just soar on up to him, fly directly into his face, ouch, break away this block right here, and then I think let's just get rid of this one, and we'll break his minecart if I could reach it. If I break this one, then just get that right there and quickly block up. I've lost the minecart, but that's okay, it's only 5 iron. We should be getting more of this at the end of the episode, but yeah, you're now trapped. Awesome. Time to do all of that 2 more times. As you can see, all 3 villagers are now in position, ready to start spawning an iron golem, or several, I hope anyway. But first of all, we of course need to get our zombie in place just above that water source right there. So it's the middle of the day right now. I've got my name tag on hand and a pathway for the zombie to get up and fall into that hole. It should be nice and simple. But last time I tried something like this, it went very, very wrong. No, come back. Just go back that way. Oh, no. No, this way. No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. No, he's gonna die. Walter, come. But yes, I shall wait till nighttime, and then hopefully we get a zombie nearby. The sun has now well and truly set, the wandering trader is well and truly invisible, but there are well and truly no zombies around. Hopefully it just takes a little bit of time. This shouldn't really be an issue. Zombies are probably the most common mob to spawn at nighttime. I'm hoping one just goes on that island there or kind of off the shore. I don't really want to have to walk through an abundance of creepers and skeletons trying to kill me. So yeah, fingers crossed we get a nice simple spawn here. I've finally found a... Hello, skeleton. Nice of you to pay a visit. And you, creepy. I didn't hear you, I just sensed you. I found a zombie, finally. It's the middle of the night. It's taken me this long just to find one guy. And of course, when one starts coming, the whole herd decides to join. Yeah, Oh, there you are. Oh, of course they drown. Oh no, I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't think I can use drown for this farm. I'm fairly certain they have to be a zombie. Okay, let me grab some blocks and actually make this guy a bridge going across. Here he comes, and he's got himself a block. I don't really even need to give him this name tag, but I will anyway. So, dearest zombie with the stone block, if you could just follow me up this set of stairs. Hopefully there's nothing on this dirt pathway, otherwise that's going to be a little bit of an issue, but he's doing a great job of following me up. Just keep on coming. Now, I've got this trapdoor placed down on that block right there because they, of course, see that as a full block, but the plan is he's going to fall right through. If I just go over to this side... No, 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 no! Oh, stupid zombie. This shouldn't be difficult at all. Why am I struggling so much with this one task? Okay, here this guy comes. He's got himself a bow. He's maybe half skeleton. He's made it over the drop. Please don't go round. I didn't think of that. Let's do something like this. I just assumed he was going to drop on in. And then, no, I for some reason thought you weren't going to go in the water. Stop going that way. You need to follow me on round. I think we could... Of course, I've ran out of blocks. Haha, you're trapped. Nearly. One more block and then you are stuck, basically. And then if you could just come over this way. Look, you can even walk directly over this trapdoor. Come on. Come on, zombie. This hasn't gone to plan at all, has it, guys? Why is he not coming? Yep, there we go. Oh, goodness sake. Zombie, just cooperate. I have a plan. It's called water. If I can just make him come over this way a bit. And then, haha, genius. That was tricky. Okay, well, he's got a bow in his hand. He doesn't really need this, but I'm going to give him his name tag nonetheless. Obizem, there you go. We'll go ahead and fill in a bunch of this prismarine and kind of clear up this whole area a little bit. There we go. I made that a lot trickier for myself than it probably should have been. Okay, the final thing for us to do before this iron farm should in theory be up and running is just to scaffolding up a little ways here until we reach around about the top. There should be fine. Maybe a bit more. Oh, I never know how scaffolding works. I need to do stuff like this. There we go, and curve my way around. Okay, so basically we need to let the villagers be able to see the zombie to get them to freak out and then spawn the iron golems above. So there is one, there's two, and let's not punch the zombie. That would be bad since that was a lot of effort to actually get in. But yeah, as you can see... That was quick. Awesome. Okay, I thought this would take a little while to get underway, but no. That was almost instantaneous. Amazing. Okay, let's break the scaffolding and actually go see if it's happening right in front of us. I genuinely thought it was going to take some time before some iron golems started spawning, but I guess that's how they work now. As soon as they get freaked out, they spawn iron golems. Okay, might take a little bit while. I don't actually know how fast this farm is and what the efficiency rates are like. But yeah, I might just hang around here for 5-10 minutes or so. We'll do a proper AFK session later on in the episode. But yeah, I'll see if this is quite good. Oh, there's another one. Awesome. Yeah, I'll stick around here for a few minutes and see how it does. This right here is all of the iron and of course the very precious poppies we got from around about 15 minutes worth of AFKing, which really is more than I need. I don't have a mass need for tons and tons of iron. A steady supply is enough for me, so yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. I think from looking at this actually working, it's about... Did that iron just fall out the bottom? Hang on a second. Yes, it did. That's weird. I might have to stick some hoppers on the side to counteract that issue if it's being a nuisance. That was bizarre. Anyway, yeah, that is more than enough for what I need, and yeah, pretty good. So as I said, later we'll do a heavier AFK session at the end of the episode, and I can show you what the rates are, of course, once we get those other hoppers in place. But for right now, we're going to fly on over to the village and do some work there. As I said in the start of the video, we are going to be turning these red concrete rectangles and squares and other weird shapes that we have placed down into actual houses today, or at least that's the plan, because these things have been here since episode 11 in this series when we did a whole bunch of village planning. I kind of laid out a lot of the structures that I wanted to build, and this was just a general home, similar to the houses that we have over on this little section right here, these stretching along here, not the ones on the main high street. Those are village profession houses. Yeah, so these are only going to be small little things. I'm thinking we hop into a time lapse and see if we can get all of these built up. Well, that last time lapse didn't go exactly to plan. I was making a big long one, adding in all of the detail points that you can see around, basically anything that isn't this or the white concrete, or white terracotta I should say. It was like an hour-and-a-half time lapse, and I think what I did is I went to pause the recording, but instead I pressed stop recording, so it turned out to be like 3 minutes instead of over an hour, so yay, that's fun. But anyway, it probably wouldn't have been that great of a time-lapse because there's so many little parts that you most likely wouldn't have been able to see. So anyway, these are all of the houses, and unfortunately I'm not really going to have time to do anything else on this today. I've still got to add the pathway in, and of course hopefully there's not a mob inside of here. It's all very dark, but do all of the interiors. I'm most likely going to do that next episode. I'm just all out of time for today, but yeah, these are the homes. We'll probably take a closer look around and actually walk around this area next time when it's all, you know, finished and done and looking nice. But yeah, how do you guys like these houses? I think personally they have turned out pretty good, and yeah, once we get all of this dragged, that made a new word. Yeah, once we get all of it dragged on through, then it will look much better and more like this location over here. And of course, I got to add in all of the texture with the bone blocks and the mushroom blocks up here. So yeah, still got a little bit to do, but unfortunately, that is everything I'm able to do with this area in today's episode. So as I said, next episode, or possibly the one after that, we're going to be doing some interior work on all of those houses, and I may even make a specific episode just dedicated to interior design, because I get quite a lot of questions asking me for some tips on that. So yeah, maybe that's what we'll do next episode, or one to come very soon. But before we start an episode like that, I have something I would like to ask you guys, and I'm thinking about making an addition to my survival world here. Now, usually I try and keep this as vanilla vanilla is possible for the most part, as I say that with several custom textures behind me. But yeah, there's something that I've been kind of thinking to add in for a while now. So I'm assuming a lot of you guys watch the Hermits on the Hermitcraft server. Well, there is a data pack. I believe it's actually from Vanilla Tweaks, Azumavoid's whole shebang there. But yeah, there is a data pack that they use on the server, which basically allows you to modify armor stands. Now, the whole armor stand deal I probably wouldn't use that much, but there is a small feature within that data pack, at least I think this is how it is, but where you can make item frames invisible. So we're in the blacksmith shop right now. This place would look so much better if we could use a data pack command, or however it really works, to actually just make the item invisible. So I still have to buy an item or pay for an item frame or make one. It just makes it invisible. I think it should be a feature in the game as it is. So yeah, that is really the only data pack I'm thinking of adding in. There may be a couple of others once I start browsing around on Vanilla Tweaks, but yeah, I would just like to get your guys' opinion on whether or not you think that would be a good thing. So just let me know in the comments what you think about that one. As promised, I did in fact do a longer AFK session over here at the iron farm. I believe it was for roughly 1.5 hours, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, and this is what we got. So it's basically 8.5 stacks or 7.5 stacks, I believe it is. Yeah, 7.5 stacks of iron ingots for what is an hour and a half of just sitting around doing nothing whilst I was editing. So yeah, not too bad at all. I'm very happy with that. But anyway guys, that is unfortunately gonna have to do it for today's episode. I really hope you did enjoy watching. Thank you ever so much for doing that, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.